Welcome to the LA Galaxy Countdown to First Kick. The LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife, nutrition for a better life. And by Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy. Order now at wingstop.com.
And the playoff push is on in Major League Soccer, and the road to the postseason comes down to the final 5 games. Tonight, that 5-match push begins north of the border in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where the Whitecaps get set to play host to the visiting Los Angeles Galaxy. Hey there, listeners. Great to have you along wherever you may be this evening here on Galaxy Radio. I'm Christian Miles, and match day number 5 for the Los Angeles Galaxy, and 5 games to go in that push to make it to the postseason. The Galaxy find themselves in the 8th position, and at present, on the state of things in current flux in Major League Soccer, are 4 points off the pace of that final playoff spot occupied presently by Real Salt Lake, who are embroiled in a goalless clash away to Austin, already kicking off about 20 minutes ago. But first things first, the Los Angeles Galaxy feeling pretty good about themselves right now on the back of a 6-game unbeaten run, but kind of tepid results, 3 consecutive draws and dropping points from winning positions. And a lot has been made, of course, of the misgivings of Chicharito Hernandez from the penalty spot. Nevertheless, the Galaxy unbeaten in that stretch and looking pretty good, and the attack really kicking into high gear with 15 goals scored in the last 6 games. Chiefly amongst the goal scorers is Chicharito Hernandez, who's found the back of the net 7 times, 7 occasions. And part of that big outburst of goals, of course, came on August 13th when the Galaxy absolutely ran riot over Vancouver in a 5-2 win in Carson. They'll look to get back to that type of performance today. The Galaxy, though, coming off a 1-1 draw on Saturday against Nashville. They're 3rd on the trot. Greg Vanney thought it was a good performance, thought they deserved more. However, it was rescued at the death on a penalty kick on the 99th minute from Ricky Puig. And Vanney said, we thought we should have gotten a little bit more out of that game than just a point. That is the order of today. All right, we're going to step aside. We'll talk about the opposition and dive more into this one. It's LA away to Vancouver tonight, right here on Galaxy Radio.
Is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel has another reason for you to come in today. For a limited time only, Yamava is giving all new and inactive members a buy one, get one free buffet. Plus, new members can win up to $1,000 in free play for signing up a Club Serrano membership. You'll earn rewards from playing any of the 6,800 slots or table games. Experience SoCal's best buffet and resort. Yamava is your home to big wins and even bigger prizes. Go for a BOGO today. Details at yamava.com/new member. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Let's go!
And welcome back. We're just about 13 minutes away from kickoff. Here's the LA Galaxy gets set for match day 30 away to the Vancouver Whitecaps. And the Galaxy, of course, as he mentioned, feeling pretty good about themselves. It's been a while since they tasted defeat. In fact, 6 games without defeat. Greg Vanney says, you know, a team, we can have a lot of the ball and control games with fewer chances, but we've got to be better in the final third. That is going to be imperative tonight against the Vancouver Whitecaps team that is reeling right now. Vanney said we can be more direct with more chances, but we might have to defend more. It'll be interesting to see how they approach this, both in terms of a playing style and posture, as well as a tactical point of view. The Galaxy have been chopping and changing things. We do know there will be at least 2 changes to the first 11 at the fullback roles, as Raheem Edwards is out with suspension along with Sega Koulibaly. However, we'll see how the team shape develops. And what about Vancouver? Well, a team that's really fallen in the doldrums. They find themselves in the 12th position at present time on 34 points from 30 games, and finding themselves well adrift of the playoffs. In fact, 9 adrift, which means tonight, if they don't take something out of this game and Real Salt Lake go on to victory against Austin, this is a Vancouver team that could very well find itself eliminated officially from the playoff race. And current form doesn't bode well for them. 3 consecutive defeats, conceding 8 goals and scoring just once. They haven't won since August 17th in a 2-1 triumph at BC Place over the Colorado Rapids. Now, they can take homage and that they are a pretty good team on home soil here at BC Place, a team that has taken 7 wins, just 4 defeats and 3 draws, with 24 points, coming in around 10th place in the Western Conference, which ironically is the exact same amount of points that the Galaxy have taken in their matches back home at Dignity Health Sports Park. And recently it's been pretty good as well, as the Whitecaps coming off the back of 3 consecutive victories. But the Galaxy, as I mentioned, optimistic tonight, a team that's really livened up with 5 games to go. Greg Vanney has set this target for this team. He wants 3 victories in that process. He said he'll let the other 2 results sort itself out. The magic point mark being 48 right now, and the Galaxy finding themselves 8 points off that pace. In front of them in the Western Conference, Real Salt Lake on 44, Portland on 45, level with Minnesota United, and Seattle coming up closely behind them on 39 points. So it's getting to be make or break time in Major League Soccer for Greg Vanney's men. Well, we'll see what's in store. We're going to step aside one more time, but keep it right here. We'll break down all the first 11 news, tell you who's in and who's out. Plus, we'll get more on the head-to-head matchup between these two throughout the years. It's LA on the road to the Vancouver Whitecaps. Starting lineups coming up next.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel has another reason for you to come in today. For a limited time only, Yamava is giving all new and inactive members a buy one, get one free buffet. Plus, new members can win up to $1,000 in free play for signing up a Club Serrano membership. You'll earn rewards from playing any of the 6,800 slots or table games. Experience SoCal's best buffet and resort. Yamava is your home to big wins and even bigger prizes. Go for a BOGO today. Details at yamava.com/new member. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
We love you, and where you go, we'll follow, cause we support LA, and that's the way we like it,
And welcome back, just about 7 minutes away from kickoff here on match day 30 for the Los Angeles Galaxy in the second and final meeting between the two Western Conference rivals as the Galaxy on the road to the Vancouver Whitecaps tonight. Of course, it's 8th taking on 12th, and Vancouver really needs something positive out of this one. The Galaxy likewise wanting to take maximum points after back-to-back draws against Nashville, Sporting Kansas City, as well as away to Toronto. And with that being said, time now to check on the starting 11 and the team lineups here. Brought to you by Modelo, setting the gold standard for authentic Mexican beer since 1925. Modelo brewed for those with a fighting spirit. And we'll begin with the LA Galaxy, and Greg Vanney forced to make a couple of changes, and both coming in defense, and it will be at the fullback positions. Julian Araujo, who's on yellow card warning, comes back into the right-hand side. Martin Cáceres will slide over in place of the suspended Sega Koulibaly to partner Derek Williams in central defense, and Chase Gasper will relieve Raheem Edwards, who misses out through suspension tonight. An unchanged midfield with Gaston Brugman at the base of a diamond, Delgado and Ricky Puig providing a little bit of the steel and creativity respectively. And up top at the tip will be Victor Vasquez, the Barcelona, Spain native, now 35 years of age, but really experiencing a renaissance and really finding the right synergy and understanding with Ricky Puig. He'll sit just behind Javier Chicharito Hernandez, who has 14 goals on the campaign, alongside Kevin Cabral, who is trying to put aside some struggles in front of goal. The Frenchman starting for the 22nd time in 29 appearances this season. So that's your first 11 for the Galaxy, and a couple of changes on the flank fullback positions at the back for tonight, which looks to be about a 4-4-2 diamond for LA. For Vancouver, they're tinkering a lot here tonight, and coming off a 3-1 defeat away to Colorado Rapids. And they're going to make 6 changes from that team. Hasal comes back in goal to replace Cody Cropper. Jake Nerwinski on the right side of a back four with Veselinovic, who scored the last time these two met back last year in Carson in a 1-1 draw. Tristan Blackman and Luis Martins introduced at left back. Owusu comes into a central midfield role as part of a double pivot with Raposo out wide, the Canada under-23, and Ryan Gold, the Scottish Messi, who comes back from suspension to take up a place wide on the left. And up front it'll be the Ecuadorian Pedro Vite and Brian White. White, of course, the goal scorer on Saturday night, grabbing his 4th of 2022. So we got you all set and ready to rock. We're going to step aside. When we return, we get down to business. First half kickoff, LA away to Vancouver. Next.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel has another reason for you to come in today. For a limited time only, Yamava is giving all new and inactive members a buy one, get one free buffet. Plus, new members can win up to $1,000 in free play for signing up a Club Serrano membership. You'll earn rewards from playing any of the 6,800 slots or table games. Experience SoCal's best buffet and resort. Yamava is your home to big wins and even bigger prizes. Go for a BOGO today. Details at yamava.com/new member. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
It is game time. This LA Galaxy match is brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
We're just about set for a kickoff here between the LA Galaxy away to the Vancouver Whitecaps for the second and final meeting. In fact, the second meeting in just a little bit over a month's time. It was the Galaxy back on August 13th laying a 5-2 whipping on Vancouver. Sammy Grancier with 2 goals in that one, along with Chicharito Hernandez as well as Victor Vasquez getting into the scoring act. It's a team that really put on a show since then, and that kick-started this Galaxy 6-game unbeaten run. And now the Galaxy looking to win 2 consecutive against Vancouver for the first time in a single season going back to 2014. This, the 30th meeting between these two, and the Galaxy have had the edge with 14 wins in those previous 29 encounters, with Vancouver emerging victorious on 9 occasions. The last visit here wasn't too good for the Los Angeles Galaxy, as they ended up 2-1 losers away to Vancouver back in July of 2021. But that was then. This is now. BC Place artificial service. The roof is open and temperatures a perfect 65 degrees. Partially cloudy and a very optimum for a game of soccer. Happy to have you along. The Galaxy start in possession in their black and green kit. They'll be going from left to right across your screen. And high pressure right off the bat here from Vancouver as the Galaxy starting in possession. Chase Gasper looking up wide on his left-hand side for Ricky Puig. Part of a diamond setup in midfield. The Galaxy being pressed from the get-go. It'll be interesting to see how they acquit themselves and really how they adjust to their shape and settle into this game. A team that really went with 3 at the back. They've been chopping and changing and altering their shape in recent weeks. Greg Vanney going with the usual 4 at the back with Araujo on the right-hand side of Martin Cáceres, and makes his second consecutive start, partnering the Irishman Derek Williams, as well as the left fullback here, Chase Gasper. Siga Koulibaly and Raheem Edwards out with suspension, so just the 2 changes from the team that drew away to Nashville on Saturday night. What a game that was. The Galaxy very impressive in that match, despite Chicharito having his penalty kick saved, getting one at the death, and the equalizer from Ricky Puig on the 99th minute after Ani Mukhtar, and given the Tennessee side the lead in the first half. But all in all, the Galaxy dominating possession, the greater of the chances. They want to finish the job that they feel they left incomplete over the weekend. Back to Derek Williams now, 90 seconds in. And all the way back to Martin Cáceres, the former Juventus and Fiorentina man. Versatile kind of utility back who could play anywhere along that back 4. The Galaxy a little sloppy in possession, and it falls to the feet of Andres Cubas. But possession all too short-lived for Vancouver's liking, and right back on it is Ricky Puig, who finds the link with Chicharito Hernandez, and now the passing starting to percolate as Gasper sends it all the way down this left-hand side, and Kevin Cabral is tripped up by Jake Nerwinski, and it'll be a free kick for Los Angeles. Right in front of the watchful eye of the referee tonight, Fotis Bozakos. It's a simple ball played down the line, and it was Cabral. Looked as though he just lost his footing, but Nerwinski pleads his case. Looked to be rather harsh against the Vancouver right back, and there's some discrepancy as to whether this is a three-man back line for Vancouver or a four. For me, it looks more like a four with Nerwinski, Veselinovic, Blackman, and Martins back on defense just in front of Thomas Asal, who will have to deal with this free kick from Victor Vasquez early on. And Vasquez setting one up here on the right-hand side of that Vancouver defense. And it does set up well for the Catalonians' lethal right foot. Derek Williams, Cáceres have come forward from their central defensive position. Got a little bit more firepower. Little delay as Ricky Puig appears to have lost his boot. Galaxy on the artificial surface now, driven in by Vasquez, and the first touch of the game for Thomas Asal. Been in and out of the lineup, hampered by a broken finger this year, Hasal, but replaces Cody Cropper as one of those 6 changes from the team that lost away to Colorado. Their 3rd consecutive defeat, and in totality, their 14th loss on the campaign. It's been a pretty dismal run. In fact, things were so good for a while. And Vancouver's playing such good football. Head coach Vanni Sartini said, you know, we basically got our place locked up ever since then. Well, things have gone south. Haven't won in their last 4 games since an August 17th win here in British Columbia at the expense of the Rapids. So the Galaxy back in possession. Williams plays it wide. This is Gasper, 4 minutes in. No goals here. The Galaxy looking to start on the front foot, as they have throughout the balance of the last 4 or 5 matches, with the exception being Saturday when Nashville got off the mark a half an hour in from the penalty spot. Douglas Costa getting Galaxy going against Toronto back on the 31st of August, and then it was Chicharito Hernandez starting everybody in positive fashion in that 2-2 home draw against Sporting Kansas City, one that will really be long remembered for the Panenka penalty kick of Chicharito's that was saved by John Pulskamp. Here's Julian Araujo making some inroads down this right-hand side, well shut down by the Vancouver shape. Here's Gaston Brugman for Victor Vasquez, and now Chicharito Hernandez just hovering around that penalty area outside of the D. It's popped out wide to Gasper, who's set up camp inside that final defensive third for the Caps. And Brugman, the irrepressive Uruguayan, has just kind of had his hand on that rudder in that number 6 role in midfield. The Galaxy lose possession on the right-hand side. It's claimed by the Ecuadorian Pedro Vite. Vite partnering Brian White up top. And back to Ranko Veselinovic, the big Serbian. Veselinovic had a hand to play the last meeting between these two in August of 2021, but it's the Galaxy on the front foot here. Here's Puig. And the Spaniard trying to pick out the run. It's Puig! And lets one go. My goodness, what a hit from the former Barcelona man. It bounced opportunistically back to him as he tried to play it initially to Araujo. A nice piece of improvisation. And Puig took his chance, tried to bend one into that upper corner, past to Sal, to no avail. So a good effort. Just not quite close enough. And on the 6th minute, the Galaxy starting the brighter of these two, more impressive and more attacking, and got themselves one more free kick as Leonard Owusu is going to be booked for a challenge here. Just clattering in, and Vancouver very sloppy. Short-lived on possession, diving in, trying to win it back of Delgado. Just came in from behind in a scissor tackle from the big Ghanaian, and no doubt about it, Owusu, the guilty party, will be booked for this infringement. Remember, it's now or never for Vancouver, a team that comes in and based upon the current state of the fixtures, finds itself 10 points out of the playoffs. And to stand any chance of staying alive, they need to take something positive, a loss, and they still may be in it, depending on what transpires in the home match between Austin and Real Salt Lake. We'll get you apprised of that score a little bit later. Galaxy certainly hoping that Austin could do them a favor. Real Salt Lake loss and an LA win will see them move into that 7th position. Here's Gasper now in the restart on the 8th minute. Back to Ricky Puig. The former Minnesota United man Gasper pumps in a pretty good cross. Williams still forward off that set piece, and it drops to Brugman. And a lovely slide rule pass. Gasper pulls it back and out of play. That's wonderful link-up play as the Galaxy open up Vancouver and have won the first quarter of the evening. Wonderful understanding in Brug, Puig, as well as Delgado and the likes of Victor Vasquez, very much on the same page. Puig has elevated the football and allowed them to play at a quicker tempo and more one-touch. So far side, Vasquez will take it short to Puig. Flag will stay down, and the two Spaniards combining to pretty good effect, but repelled with relative ease. And at Vancouver back line, it circulates over to the right-hand side for Mark Delgado, and Araujo will stroke it over now for Chase Gasper. Getting his first start in 3 games. Also on a yellow card warning tonight, one more, and he will be booked. Or miss out through suspension, rather, in the next match, which, by the way, is coming up on Saturday night at home to the Colorado Rapids. We are in the home stretch, folks, the business end of the campaign, a match that neither team can afford to lose at this point. Derek Williams finding his way to Cáceres, the 35-year-old. Araujo. Good link play with Delgado. The Galaxy trying to break the lines. It looks to be a 4-2-2-2 right now for Vancouver with a double pivot in there, but the Galaxy have gotten through it. Claimed wide on that right-hand side by Nerwinski. Vancouver just trying to get a hold of possession, something they've had great difficulty in here. Flying in is Ryan Gall, but his header only to the feet of Delgado, who's dispossessed by Andres Cubas, the Paraguay international. And it's come out wide, and the first foray forward for Luis Martins, the Portuguese left wing back, into that Galaxy half. So Cubas will play a little bit more withdrawn along with Owusu, with Gold wide on the left-hand side and Raposo, homegrown product, on the right. Once again, Vancouver cough it up rather cheaply. And here comes Puig. Lovely first touch to set it into the path of Mark Delgado. Delgado will utilize Gasper. He's joining in on the attack from his left back role. This tentative approach from Vancouver. And Galaxy dispossessed once again, and it falls to the feet of Cubas. It works it wide to the left-hand side for Luis Martins. Getting his first start in 3 months tonight. And the Portuguese coming in replacement of Godinho as part of those 6 changes from the team that lost to Colorado on Saturday evening. And Commerce City in the altitude. Team that's only won 9 of their 30 games this year on 34 points. That's 6 below Los Angeles. It goes all the way back to their keeper, Hussal, who will boot it to that far touchline. Well kept in on that right-hand side, and it drops to the feet of Nerwinski, who tries to poke it forward, but it only as far as LA's Chase Gasper. All eyes on the scoreboard as well tonight. Austin at home to Real Salt Lake, goalless at halftime. So regardless of what happens tonight, if that scoreline held between Austin and Real Salt Lake, there's no way LA can catch RSL at present. However, do remind you, they do have a game in hand on Real Salt Lake. They also have a couple of games in hand on Portland as well as Minnesota, who are 4 points above them in the table right now. Tristan Blackman, the former LAFC man, and it's Martins pumping in the cross, and it's cut out by Derek Williams. It'll come out for a Vancouver corner kick on this near side on the 12th minute. The Irishman very well positioned. Tough run of form for him as he's given up handball penalties in the last couple of games. Did it against Nashville, which was converted by Mukhtar. A little bit unlucky against Sporting Kansas City, giving one away in that one as well, which of course was converted by Johnny Russell in the second half in that 2-2 affair in Carson. That 10 days ago. First things first right now, however, Jonathan Bond trying to fortify this defense against this dead ball near side. It'll be Repulsa, the young Canadian, sending it into that near post. Doesn't clear the first defender. It falls sweetly to the feet of Ricky Puig, who's pulling all the strings tonight. And out wide for the Frenchman, Kevin Cabral. Didn't keep it in, and it'll be a throw-in now for Vancouver. Now, Galaxy fans, 2023 season ticket memberships are available right now. Don't miss out on one moment of home action in 2023. The LA Galaxy are for LA by LA. Join now. Call 1-877-3-GALAXY or just visit lagalaxy.com/season tickets for more information. Goalless between LA and Vancouver. The only meeting of which played in Canada here at BC Place between these Western Conference rivals this season. Galaxy looking for a victory as they had on the road back in 2021, but due to the odd COVID season, that was when Vancouver was using Real Salt Lake's home ground of Rio Tinto Stadium, and LA emerged victorious. A long time coming since the Galaxy have won north of the border. They work it back. Tristan Blackman trying to play it up, and it goes out of play. On the foot of Greg Vanney. Vanni Sartini, who came in as a late replacement in August for his then boss, Marc Dos Santos, roaming that touchline in his usual remonstrative type of disposition. Sartini, the 45-year-old Italian, managed to lead them to their first playoff appearance in 4 years last year, finishing 6th on a great run towards the end of last year with 7 wins in their last 14 games. They were bounced in the playoffs in the first round by Sporting Kansas City. Here's Julian Araujo now linking up just on the edge of the box is Delgado trying to slide one through. Fired it in, took a deflection, and Brugman will sweep it wide at the left-hand side where Gasper awaits. Nice little two-man game between he and Puig as we hit the quarter of an hour mark at BC Place. Near side for Julian Araujo. Galaxy haven't won here in Vancouver going back to April of 2019 with Daniel Steres and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Overcame a penalty kick from Ali Adnan in a 2-1 victory. Rather a 2-0 victory. Ali Adnan seeing his penalty Panenka kick saved by then goalkeeper David Bingham. The Galaxy back in possession here, trying to prise open this attack, and the Galaxy talked about their attack kind of hitting stride, and that started with a 5-goal outburst, their largest of the season on August 13th. That accounting for 1/3 of the goals scored in the last 6 games, in the 15 in that 6-game unbeaten run. Here's Andres Cubas. Working it wide to the right-hand side as Vite drops into his own half, supported by Jake Nerwinski. Nerwinski, the former UConn man, finding his way forward to Brian White, 26-year-old American, one of the front duo up top for the Canadians. Wild challenge from Williams, bringing down the Ecuadorian Vite at a free kick for Vancouver inside that Galaxy half, and Vite very, very slow to get up. Vanni Sartini, a man hanging on right now. Vite coming close against Colorado, actually hitting the crossbar in that affair Saturday night in Commerce City, no question about it. Foul against Derek Williams. Williams part of that preferred partnership at the back for Greg Vanney, usually alongside Koulibaly, but the Frenchman suspended. He will start for the first time alongside Cáceres in a 4. Looked to be more of a 3 over the weekend in Nashville with Raheem Edwards pushing up. And Koulibaly as well as Cáceres and Williams, part of that back 3. Really a 3-5-2 if you want to put a designation on it. So here comes that free kick. They'll float one into the Galaxy penalty area, and it's headed clear by Vasquez. It drops for gold, and that one belted well wide. Decent effort from the Scot. Grabbed his left foot around it, but just pulled it. Galaxy really dominating possession early on with nearly 70% of the ball. Big night tonight in the Western Conference. All the way back to Jonathan Bond with 7 shutouts. The Galaxy looking for a rare shutout. They've only had 1 in their last 12 games. That coming on July 24th in that victory over Atlanta. Galaxy getting goals from Kevin Cabral and Dejan Joveljic in that affair. And Carson. Here's Williams. Working his way up to Victor Vasquez. Lovely control from the veteran. Such a great, almost telepathic understanding with Ricky Puig. And it's Brugman who's guilty of the foul. Thought he might have been brought down by Ryan Gauld. All the designated player. Returning from suspension after missing out on the trip to Colorado on Saturday evening for the Whitecaps. Galaxy looking, or the Whitecaps looking for their 4th consecutive win, however, at BC Place, where they've been a completely different animal. So throw in now for Los Angeles. Wide to the left-hand side for Gaspard. He nudges his way inside the Canadian half, continues his surging run forward. Good positive play from former Minnesota United left fullback, support by Victor Vasquez. Catalonian, who utilized the Uruguayan Cáceres, one of 2 Uruguayans in the first 11, along with his countryman Brugman. Araujo gets it wide to the right. Cabral, slick little back heel, but it only goes far as Ranko Veselinovic. Under some duress, Vancouver able to clear, but relinquish possession. Back in, the header for Chicharito on a lovely floated ball from Victor Vasquez. And Chicharito sending his header just high of the mark. But a great opportunity for Los Angeles that goes begging here on the 20th minute. It's a simple ball played through in the diagonal run into the area, and it was Chicharito got in front of his mark. He did really well, but couldn't steer his header on target. Good positioning, good run from the 34-year-old Mexican, who is not part of the Qatar send-off team for Mexico. They get set to take on Peru and Ecuador before heading over to the Middle East for the World Cup coming up in November. A lot of speculation as to whether Tata Martino would recall Mexico's all-time leading goal scorer. Because Mexico's loss could be the Galaxy's gain. He is a man on fire, despite all of his flubs from the penalty area as of late. Chicharito still accounting for 14 goals this season, 7 of which have been scored in his last 7 games. They worked it wide to Brugman. Vasquez. Ricky Puig. What an addition now in his 6th game, 5th start. First Galaxy player in 20 years to have at least a goal or an assist in his first 4 starts. Higher pressure now from Vancouver. As Vancouver pinning in Gaspard, finds his way to Brugman. The Galaxy have done a good job of solving this high press. Almost a 3-quarter press. It's worked its way up for Delgado. Now the right back, Julian Araujo, back in the first 11 and wanting to contribute. Puig operating on the edge of the D in that arc in front of the penalty box. Hovering on the box is Vasquez. Puig continuing to buzz about. He's such a lively character, opens up so many angles, but this time he gives it away. And it falls to the feet of Leonard Owusu with a first ball out to nobody and claimed by Cáceres. Galaxy pushing those fullbacks high with Cáceres back there to partner Williams. Here's Chase Gaspard as we hit the midpoint close to it in the first half. Still no goals between Los Angeles and Vancouver. Happy to have you along right here on Galaxy Radio. Vitally important match here in the Western Conference. Galaxy with 5 games to go, including tonight, trying to take advantage of that game in hand, or games in hand, some of the other Western Conference teams. Here's Puig now for Gaston Brugman. Wide to the right-hand side, inside that Minnesota half for Julian Araujo. Hard to believe Julian's still just 21 years of age. One angled in it, may drop Chicharito with a good first touch. Vasquez arrives, flag stays down. Inside the box now for Vancouver, and it's Gasper who arrives and headed away by Owusu, only as far as Brugman, twisting and turning. Galaxy really holding possession well, but finally relinquish it, and a chance now for the Canadians to break. Here's Gold, pinned all the way back. Vite working his way up down this left-hand side and into the Galaxy territory. Here comes the 20-year-old Ecuadorian who tries to switch the point of attack. And Vancouver have just been awful in possession tonight. Cheaply giving it away. Really not conjuring up anything of menace or danger in the Galaxy half. It's been all Galaxy in terms of possession. They have had 68% of it early on here. Still, though, looking for their first shot on target. All the way back now for Derek Williams. Here's Cáceres. Near side for Julian Araujo. The big switch for him, and Julian, or his counterpart on the left-hand side, Gasper. There's Cabral, has been a quiet figure and is taken off of it, but fouled in the process, so a free kick won by the French attacker. Cabral just fouled by Cubas. Just put his hands on the back of the Frenchman. Something that they're really paying close attention to, the referees this season. Galaxy once again back on it and on the front foot. Gasper trying to find a link with Cabral to no avail as it's broken up. And once again, poor ball out of that back. The first ball out for Vancouver has been claimed by LA every time. Here's Puig, operating in a central role, takes a deflection for Delgado, just tries to nudge it forward for Kevin Cabral, but once again, Vancouver able to get a foot in. They see it pop out wide. The Caps for Gauld, who lifts one up, and it'll bring Jonathan Bond all the way to the edge of his penalty area. Pretty easy pickets there for the Englishman, who is involved in every minute of the Galaxy season here in 2022. Delgado trying to keep it in, it does. Good support here from Araujo. Galaxy with 10 camped inside that Vancouver half. Puig for Vasquez, going more direct. Acres of space on the left-hand side as it opens up for Gasper, cuts it back. Oh, and it was Ricky Puig. He went for the Rabona. Tried to wrap his left foot around it. Couldn't quite come off, and he's got his boots stuck in the turf. Let me tell you, he's got that in his locker. He is capable of that kind of trickery. And right back on it once again. Chicharito. The ball left to chase for Kevin Cabral. Did a good job of keeping it in, but only as far as Veselinovic. And the Serbian sending it down the touchline to Gauld, who's popped up, and there's space now. Vancouver looking to attack on this counter attack. Vite in a 3v4, pulling it out wide for Gauld. The flag will stay down. Gauld's ball across, causing some problems. The Galaxy able to deal with it well enough. Put under some duress. The best move of the night for Vancouver. Just lacking a little bit of extra quality in that final action. Something the Galaxy have fallen victim to in recent weeks, something that Greg Vanney has alluded to in his post-match as well as comments leading up to the game. We need that ruthlessness in front of goal, Vanney says. We've had our opportunities, but we haven't. It comes down to executing in the box. That's where matches are won and lost. Here's Martins for Gauld, who's popped up. Vancouver starting to stretch this LA defense a little bit. Good movement off the ball from the Scot. Well-traveled, of course, playing with in his native Scotland before making his way to Portugal and over to Major League Soccer. 26-year-old designated player now in his second year with the Caps. There'll be a throw-in for Vancouver. Goalless between the Caps and the Galaxy. Match day 31 for the hosts. 30th fixture for the visitors. Long heave into the air. It may sit up now, and it's belted in. A good hit from Tristan Blackman, who couldn't keep it down. And the LAFC defender, who would love nothing more to get one over on his old rival, sends it high. Came out fortuitously. The Galaxy don't clear their lines, and about 13 yards away, it's Blackman, who couldn't gather his feet and get his knee over it. Always leaning back, that one always rising in relief. Jonathan Bond. Hey, come here on Saturday, September 17th, as the Galaxy take on the Colorado Rapids. Visit lagalaxy.com/schedule to reserve your seats today. No goals between LA and Vancouver. As we close in on the half-hour mark. Victor Vasquez on it right now, works it wide to the right. This is Julian Araujo. Trying to get back to his best form of 2021. Left on the bench, came on as a sub in the second half on Saturday night. Worked its way to Ricky Puig, and another careless giveaway from Puig. Hasn't been the tidiest in possession here. Wide to the right now, and Vite just bundled over rather Raposa. Shown to the floor by Chase Gasper, who has to tread lightly. He's on yellow card warning, meaning if he is booked, he will miss out on the Galaxy's next match. Match coming, of course, on 4 days' time at home to the Colorado Rapids. So the Galaxy on the defensive right now as it comes out of play. Can tell you in the 54th minute, Austin 0, Real Salt Lake 0. LA really hoping that Austin can do them a favor, take some points off of the Utah side. Remember, if Austin do defeat Real Salt Lake and the Galaxy emerge victorious tonight, they will move into that 7th spot by way of the tiebreaker. Of course, with one more game coming up against Real Salt Lake early next month. All eyes on that affair. The Galaxy will be home to Real Salt Lake on the 1st of October. Galaxy will be level on the first tiebreaker on victories. However, the Galaxy do have a better goal differential than Real Salt Lake. Meanwhile, Luis Martins making his way inside the Galaxy half, past the half-hour mark. They'll work it back to Veselinovic, the towering Serbian defender. They've gone for an expansive approach, really going with wingbacks today with 3 central defenders. So changing their shape. It was a 3-4-3 the last time they met. There's acres of space for the Galaxy. Now the Galaxy finding that space once again behind Kevin Cabral, wide to the left. Here comes Gasper on the gallop. Trying to prise open this Whitecaps defense. Gasper leaving it back. Puig has room to operate. Delgado arrives, squares it across. Dangerous for Vancouver, and it was Veselinovic who made the clearance. Dangerously close to steering one into his own goal, however. Simple ball, good movement, quick tempo from the Galaxy, stretching this Vancouver defense. Last-ditch defending. Second corner of the night. The Galaxy still looking for their first goal this season on a corner kick. Would you believe it? It's a team that has taken 172 so far, 3rd best in the league. They've yet to find the back of the net from a corner, and they don't do it on their 173rd either. Delgado back on it as they sustain possession. Mark Delgado, supported by Vasquez. Who's on side, Brugman. Now Sees it take a deflection out. The Galaxy will have corner number 3. Should the Galaxy emerge victorious and Real Salt Lake lose, the Galaxy would take it on the first tiebreaker, edging Real Salt Lake on 12 wins, but still with the game in hand by the end of tonight on RSL. Back into the area it comes and cleared away by Ryan Raposo. The player has been described as starting to come into his own by his head coach, Manny Sartini. Throw in for LA. He's all the way back inside their own half. This is Gaston Brugman, the great stabilizing force at the base of that midfield diamond for LA. Ricky Puig now. Back to the Uruguayan Brugman. Player that Greg Vanney had sought after for nearly 2 years. Finally got his man this summer. Good play from Delgado. And Delgado links up with Cabral, pulls it back, but straight into the gloves. Thomas Asal, first touch just letting down the Frenchman, who continues to struggle inside the box. Cabral is trying to put it together. Everything but that final product. The end product really is left a lot to be desired. He's been widely acknowledged by the media, a lot of the fan base, and Coach Greg Vanney, but Vanney sticking with his man. It's Vancouver away now. And here's Gauld trying to lead the counter-attack, and slowed this time by Gaston Brugman. The referee waves play on. The Galaxy on the advantage now. This is Chicharito, plays it on the right-hand side. Cabral pops up, squares it. He's won another corner for LA, their 4th of the night. Positive football. Cabral, one thing he can't be faulted for is his running and his work ethic. Covers so much ground and creates space. This one will be from the near side, so the Galaxy will bring up Derek Williams and call upon his partner Martin Cáceres as they look for their first goal from a corner in 2022. They take it short this time. Back to Vasquez. Vasquez will rip one across on the volley. Puig, and it would have been absolutely sensational. He took it just on the edge of the penalty area, but sent it well high. All smiles, Ricky Puig. Loves his football, loves playing in Los Angeles. It's a new lease on life for the Catalonian. He was signed early last month from Barcelona. He is deemed surplus to requirements by Xavi. At one time hailed as the future of Barcelona. Those products that came out of the La Masia Academy, as did Victor Vasquez about 15 years or 13 years prior. All the way in now, and Cassidy is able to cut out that direct ball to the back from Vancouver. The Galaxy restore possession. 10 minutes to go, no goals between LA and Vancouver. Here's Mark Delgado, supported by Gaston Brugman, the midfield anchor, who works his way to the left-hand side. Gasper, one touch for Puig. And while Brugman may be the fulcrum in midfield, the creative inspiration has to be the conductor, Ricky Puig, who really sets the tone and the tune for LA. Ricky Puig going for the spectacular volley moments ago. So the Galaxy seeing Vancouver back in possession. Back the other way it goes. And we can tell you right now, Austin have gotten a goal on the hour mark. It was Gite scoring to make it 1-0, and that really plays into the hands of Los Angeles. We're going to keep our eye on that scoreboard all night for you. So it's set up for the Galaxy. Remember, masters of their own destiny. If they win out in their last 5 games, they are flat out in. Winning out, much easier said than done. And based upon the way 2022 is gone, don't count your chickens. before they hatch. So Real Salt Lake up against it in the Texas capital. LA up against it here in British Columbia. In possession as they have been through most of this first half. Here's Julian Araujo, makes his way into the Vancouver half. Chicha dropping deep. And here's the movement off the ball from Cabral, who squares, and he wins his second corner of the night. It'll be the Galaxy's 5th of the evening. Cabral, the young designated player, celebrated his 23rd birthday in July. It'll be a near side corner kick. Vasquez will come over to take it. Once again, Vancouver on the defensive here. Zonal marking system, and it's Veselinovic who gets his head to it. And a chance now for the Caps to break. Good defending from the front from Puig to stop that point of distribution by Jake Nerwitsky, but Vancouver able to break it. Heavy touch that time from Brian White, who's been virtually non-existent in this one. And it was a late challenge from Martins. Brought down Delgado, and that's going to be the second booking of the night, and the second to Vancouver. It's clattered into Mark Delgado. No doubt about it. Luis Martins, the former Sporting Kansas City man, who signed with Vancouver in May after spending 3 years with Peter Vermees. Rams didn't take too kindly to that. So the ensuing free kick now. Chicharito on the edge of the penalty area, just loses possession, tries to win it back and commits the foul. Niggling little challenge of the Mexico striker. The yellow card, by the way, the first of the season for Martins. Long ball to the back on this left-hand side, and perfectly positioned underneath it is Julian Araujo. Delgado can't control. Vancouver able to win it back. They could really use a good spell right about now. Match is kind of a reversal. Vancouver very much adopting the posture to expect of an away team in this team on the road. Not confident on the ball. Haven't asked the questions. They've absorbed a lot of this pressure. Content to do so throughout most of this game. Near side for Julian Araujo. Goalless here on the 40th minute. About 5 minutes to go. Was added on time. Don't think there'll be too much at this present stage. You'd love to get one. Such a critical juncture this before the break. Can really deal a blow to the team that concedes. Lift the confidence. The team that scores heading into the halftime break. All the way back to Jonathan Bond. Bond making just one save. Well, he wasn't busy at all on Saturday against Nashville. Though beaten once from the penalty spot for the 5th time this season. Wide to the right, here's Vite inside that Galaxy penalty area. One of the rare forays forward for the hosts, and Brugman able to dig it out. And here comes the Galaxy now in transition, trying to hit on the counter attack. Vasquez leading the charge out wide to the right now, where Cabral has popped up. He'll need some support, squares it now. Brugman leaves it wide for Puig, who has the overlap from Gasper. He'll switch it back over for Delgado. On the edge of the box is Vasquez. Something brewing here for Los Angeles. Good support now. Is Vancouver content to really pack the box? The Galaxy circling around the penalty area. Araujo. Now his first touch just let him down. Tried to play the pass before he controlled it. Tonight, the Galaxy have dominated 70% of the possession here in the first half. Here's Puig going to work once again. The young Spaniard. Vasquez, good link play. Flag is down for Kevin Cabral. Pull it back outside the penalty area. Goes central for Puig, who whips it around to the left-hand side. Here comes Gasper. Dinks it inside. It's Chase Gasper Good setup. He sorted out his feet really well, feinted left and cut it back to that right. Took a deflection in and a save easy enough for Thomas Asal. Chase Gasper, you may remember, the early season pickup from Minnesota United, providing some depth in defense. 1 of 2 changes tonight. Both in the fullback roles for he and Julian Araujo from the team that drew against Nashville. Coming up at the break, I'll get you updated on the other scores, including that big one in Texas between Austin and RSL. We'll break down the stats, analysis, and much, much more. It's all coming up here in the halftime show on Galaxy Radio. Cáceres, wide, Puig. Here's Gasper. Didn't have much joy down the left-hand side other than that foray a moment ago. Here's Puig, a little more withdrawn. Araujo now joining in, whips it around to the right for Mark Delgado. Rewards Araujo for his run all the way to the byline, pulls it back, pinning Vancouver back. Hey, soccer fans, you can secure your 2023 partial plan deposits now. Partial plan holders receive priority access for the playoffs and a 10% discount at the team store. Call 1-8773-GALAXY. It's 1-877-342-5299, or you can email us at ticketplans@lagalaxy.com today. 44th minute, as we get down to the dying embers of half number 1. Here's Mark Delgado, operating on the right-hand side of that diamond midfield. Cabral now, supported by Puig. He's such a ubiquitous presence, popping up everywhere. Back to Cáceres. Cáceres' simple ball easily cut out, almost telegraphing it was the Uruguayan. Not completely fully match fit. A little step slow and a yard behind the pace from Cáceres, but trying to play his way into as much fitness as possible before the playoffs is the order of the day for him. It's broken now. The Galaxy get it back on the break and they backtrack. Here's Cabral able to win it. Down goes Puig inside the penalty areas. He's muscled off of it by Cubas. Referee Fotis Pizzacco is not at all interested in a penalty kick, and it's Vancouver who reclaim it here in the final minute, plus added on time. Vitek strides into the Galaxy half, locating Gauld, who's come more central. Martins sends an early ball in, and that's really misguided. Easy in the end, floating into the gloves of the English goalkeeper. Greg Vanny working the 4th official tonight. Alex Chilowitz. Vanny off his bench, demonstrative as usual. The switch not brought down by Cabral. His first touch let him down. It'll be a throw-in now for Vancouver. Here in the near side, well into their own half. Galaxy fans, 2023 season ticket memberships now available. Don't miss out on the moment of home action in 2023. The Galaxy are for LA, by LA. Join now. Call 1-833-GALAXY or visit lagalaxy.com/season tickets for more info. So the halftime whistle blows, and the Galaxy of Vancouver, well, we see a lot of possession for the visitors here with about 70% of the ball. And the Galaxy, though, for all of that possession, yet to muster a single opportunity on target. Vancouver really sitting back, absorbing a lot of the Galaxy pressure, unable to mount really anything of consequence on the break. Halftime here at BC Place. It's Vancouver 0, the Galaxy 0 on Galaxy Radio.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel has another reason for you to come in today. For a limited time only, Yamava is giving all new and inactive members a buy one, get one free buffet. Plus, new members can win up to $1,000 in free play for signing up a Club Serrano membership. You'll earn rewards from playing any of the 6,800 slots or table games. Experience SoCal's best buffet and resort. Yamava is your home to big wins and even bigger prizes. Go for a BOGO today. Details at yamava.com/new member. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
This LA Galaxy Halftime is brought to you by Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy. Order now at wingstop.com.
And welcome back. Halftime here at BC Place. The Vancouver Whitecaps and the LA Galaxy goalless after 45 minutes in a pretty flat, drab affair. They saw the Galaxy really dominate most of the game. In fact, 70% of possession. But we'll get to the stats a little bit later. Let's get you updated on the latest scores here in Major League Soccer on the games really unfolding tonight. We're keeping our eye on that Austin clash at home to Real Salt Lake. I can tell you, Musa Jite, the only goal for Austin, 1-0 against RSL. That match on the 73rd minute. Jite getting his second of the season just 2 minutes after coming on as a second half sub, and that really bodes well for the Galaxy. It is there for the taking for Los Angeles. A loss for Real Salt Lake and a victory for Los Angeles means they would move into that final playoff spot into the 7th position in the West, but still a lot of soccer remaining tonight. Elsewhere, Colorado 1, San Jose 1 at halftime. Diego Rubio putting the hosts up in front after 21 minutes. However, Nathan getting a reply for the Californians, 1-1 at the break. And earlier tonight, it was Atlanta defeating Orlando in Florida. Diego Almada on target for the visitors in that end. NYC FC in the Campeones Cup, 2-0 over Atlante of Mexico. Gallins and Maxi Morales on target, so a little bit of a head up for the MLS side as they get one over on their next door neighbors. Big matches yesterday, of course. SKC victorious along with Houston, two teams that are really on the outside looking in. Minnesota drawing against LAFC 1-1. That really puts the Western Conference into more disarray. Miami with a huge win over Columbus, 2-1 in Miami. And Montreal continue to soar, 3-2 victors over Chicago last night in Quebec. So those are all the scores. When we return, we'll get you up to date on the halftime analysis. We'll break down the stats and much, much more. It's 0-0 between Vancouver and LA right here at halftime on Galaxy Radio.
Spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel has another reason for you to come in today. For a limited time only, Yamava is giving all new and inactive members a buy one, get one free buffet. Plus, new members can win up to $1,000 in free play for signing up a Club Serrano membership. You'll earn rewards from playing any of the 6,800 slots or table games. Experience SoCal's best buffet and resort. Yamava is your home to big wins and even bigger prizes. Go for a BOGO today. Details at yamava.com/new member. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Welcome back to Galaxy Radio. Halftime here between Vancouver and the LA Galaxy. Goalless after 45 minutes. Statistically speaking, the Galaxy having the better of it. 71% possession to be precise. However, of their 5 shots, none on target. Vancouver really haven't offered up anything going forward. One chance for Tristan Blackman is inside the penalty area, but that one high. And that really accounting for the brightest opportunity for the hosts with just their 2 shots so far in this one, none on target. In terms of passing, the Galaxy have really been spot on. One of the better passing teams in the league, operating at a 90.3% capacity, 5 corners earned. But as we said throughout the first half broadcast, this is a Galaxy team that really has had problems scoring goals on dead balls as well as corners specifically. Now, of course, with 176 corners, which coming into today ranked as 3rd best in the league, but the Galaxy have yet to score from a corner kick so far in 2022. They floated in 9 crosses. It was Vancouver with 6. A couple of opportunities for Ricky Puig, who took one really with alacrity, hitting one on the volley back on the 33rd minute, sending it high. Chicharito had a header on the 20th minute, and Ricky Puig coming very close with a speculative effort early on, just 6 minutes after kickoff. But really, those are the 3 best kind of half chances the Galaxy have had here. They'll look for something better, something brighter, and a little more clinical in front of goal. Remember, that's really the topic in the area that Greg Vanney has cited for improvement and focus here. A team that, despite all their changing shapes and tactics, they need a better final action. What he said to us in the media, it comes down to ruthlessness inside the penalty area in front of goal. This game will come down to executing in the penalty box. So far, so good. Of course, the Galaxy looking for their first clean sheet in 8, but a lot of football remaining. Speaking of which, we're going to step aside one more time. When we return, it's back out to British Columbia. Second half, Vancouver and LA coming up next here on Galaxy Radio.
In the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel has another reason for you to come in today. For a limited time only, Yamava is giving all new and inactive members a buy one, get one free buffet. Plus, new members can win up to $1,000 in free play for signing up a Club Serrano membership. You'll earn rewards from playing any of the 6,800 slots or table games. Experience SoCal's best buffet and resort. Yamava is your home to big wins and even bigger prizes. Go for a BOGO today. Details at yamava.com/new member. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
It's time now for the second half of our contest. This LA Galaxy match is brought to you by Herbalife, nutrition for a better life.
And welcome back as we get set for the start of the second half between Vancouver and LA. Goalless after 45 minutes. Happy to have you along wherever you may be listening. I'm Christian Miles coming your way tonight here on Galaxy Radio. A flat first half, folks. Don't know how else to call it. Not a lot of attacking enterprise. The Galaxy with a lion's share of possession with over 70% of the ball, but really not a lot to show for it. Haven't been able to prize open this, well, Vancouver setup so far, that it's come out really with an attacking posture, dropping with 5 at the back and trying to play those wing backs high, but Vancouver really spending most of the first half absorbing a lot of the pressure. We'll see if they have another rethink here at the break. We'll see if there's any changes coming up for LA as well as Vancouver. And the Galaxy coming in, trying to protect that 6-game unbeaten run, but trying to snap a run of 3 consecutive draws and get their first victory since a 2-1 win on August 28th away to the New England Revolution. Points really of the essence because we want to get you updated. Austin now is handing it to Real Salt Lake, a match that is late into the second half with less than 10 minutes remaining. It's Austin 3, and it's Real Salt Lake 0. And Musa Jite sitting on a hat trick scored in the last, of course, 20 minutes. Unbelievable stuff there. So it's set up for the Galaxy, there for the taking. If they can take 3 points tonight, they are back in the top 7 and back in playoff business. Second half, Vancouver in the white. And of course, they will go from left to right across your screen if you have video available. If not, stay with us. We'll guide you through the action every step of the way. Wide to the left-hand side, Vancouver starting it off now, looking for a little bit more bite, a little more dynamism going forward. A team that really was quite sterile and stodgy. Here's Owusu. Big Ghanaian presence, part of that central midfield setup. It's come out wide to the left-hand side. They drop the shoulder. Vite much livelier here from Vancouver to start off. Whatever Vanni Sartini said, perhaps they will heed it. Certainly need something positive. Remember, a defeat could have left them out of the playoff race. And a foul here in this new side. And should this result end up not in their favor, they go down on the losing side. still wouldn't be mathematically eliminated. 3 games left. They find themselves 8 points off the pace, so still alive, but by the skin of their teeth. Now Salt Lake on 43 points. On the current table, and the way it sets up, this is a Vancouver team on 35, and they're on the defensive here. Vasquez operating centrally. Puig hovering around the goal now, left-hand side for Cabral. He's inside the box, leaves it out. It's Ricky Puig. It's a low daisy cutter. Didn't have much power behind it. Easy in the end for Hassal, and that's the first shot on target for either side tonight. And Ricky Puig has had several speculative opportunities. First save for Thomas Hassal in that Vancouver goal. Galaxy right back on it now in a flash. Cabral crowded off of it by Nerwinski. Referee deeming it shoulder to shoulder. The Frenchman sees his teammates win it right back. And here comes Puig on the left-hand side. Has it poked away. Well defended back there by Ranko Veselinovic. Vite dropping into his own half. Vancouver trying to get a hold of the possession here. Get back into this game. Going to ask a little bit more of the attacking questions, if you will. Owusu storming in. Ricochets forward, and Cáceres only too happy to oblige. Here's Derek Williams, the Irishman. And it's Delgado who's dropped into a more deeper central role. Now with a midfield diamond, Brugman, as you would expect, operating his usual holding midfield spot. Just in front of that back four. The deep-lying distributor is Gaston Brugman. Here's Martin Cáceres. Early doors of half number 2, so it doesn't appear that there are any changes for Los Angeles, at least by my estimation. Back into the space now for Chicharito Hernandez, who pulls it across, and it's held easily. Time by Thomas Hassal, wonderfully weighted ball through. So no changes for Vancouver either. Both teams coming out with attacking purpose. A little more spark after the break. Here's Owusu. Vancouver operating at midfield, and Owusu with the big switch to this near side for Ryan Raposo. And muscular defending is Derek Williams just throws aside the young Pedro Vite. But he called for the foul. Greg Vanny, former defender himself, doesn't like it. Didn't appear to be much in the challenge. Hands on that upper body area really be called closely and tightly by referees tonight. Of course, it's Fotis Bazakos. He's dealt 2 yellow cards to Luis Martins and Leonardo Owusu. So free kick for Vancouver inside the Galaxy half. Left of Jonathan Bond's penalty area. He'll switch it over to that far side. Veselinovic gets the head, the flick on, and it was there for Blackman once again. He couldn't generate the power, and the Galaxy come away unscathed. Pinged around. They don't win their first ball, Los Angeles. It's a good delivery from Raposo, won by Veselinovic, who heads it over to Blackman, who nods it straight into the hands of Jonathan Bond. Galaxy right back on the assault. Back at the other end. Vasquez. Puig. 2 Spaniards must have that, as I mentioned, seamless synergy. They've clicked. And I call it speaking the same language. They play the same football. Victor Vasquez, Gaston Brugman, and Ricky Puig, especially Puig, Vasquez, both honing their skills. The Barcelona-famed La Masia Academy. In fact, it was Vasquez part of that La Masia setup in the 87s, along with one Leo Messi, Cesc Fabregas, and Gerard Piqué. He's come forward now, and it's the first touch that saw Chicharito open up but lose possession on the edge of the box. Cabral as well, to his credit, to keep it going. The run through from Araujo, summoning the clearance from Tristan Blackman and out. So the Galaxy have their 6th corner of the evening. Galaxy do a good job of winning the ball back when they lose possession in the attacking half. Or as I like to call them, the wolf pack. Able to hunt down impacts in mass, able to win it after they relinquish it. Puig on the far side corner takes it short. Vasquez, Puig, flag is down, the chip, and Williams pops up. Puig leaves it out in front, redirected by Kevin Cabral, who puts it home, but the flag is up, offside. Tough one for Kevin Cabral. Scored against the Caps last August in that 1-1 draw in LA. Thought he'd scored here in Vancouver. Puig, a simple ball, well won by Williams on the edge of the 6-yard box. Puig just squares it. Cabral the first to react, but in the offside position. Tough luck. He really could have used that. If there ever was a player that needed it right now, it's Kevin Cabral. He's had so many struggles in front of goal. Just one in 29 appearances so far this season. So Vancouver chasing once again. Movement dropping in between the two center halves. Pushing down fullbacks high, searching ball his left-hand side, requiring the clearance of Veselinovic. Veselinovic, kind of like Dejan Jovalic, kind of hovering on the outside of that Serbia squad. Come out wide for Gasper, who latches onto it. Great looking cross from him. Wonderful delivery from Chase Gasper on this left-hand side. No one attacking it. A little too high for Chicharito's liking as well. That way Greg Vanney has made 2 changes, both in the fullback positions. Here comes Vancouver, trying to mount the assault. Vite inside the Galaxy half, will switch it out to this near side. Ryan Raposo going to work on Gasper, squares it out in front, a good recovery. Time from Delgado, trots back inside his own box to get a foot in and usher it safely to Jonathan Bond, who's had to make just 1 save tonight. That's a final, Austin 3, Real Salt Lake 0. That means it's there for the Galaxy taking. They could take maximum points tonight. They'll move into the top 7 in that final playoff spot. Level on 43 points with Real Salt Lake, but the edge in the first tiebreaker, which is total victories. Second tiebreaker, by the way, goal differential. Here's Julian Araujo, who strides inside the Vancouver half. 10 minutes off the clock here in the second half. Still no goals between Vancouver and Los Angeles. Puig now, they've broken the line, hovers in. Chicharito Hernandez on the edge of the box goes down under the challenge of Andre Kubas. The referee had a good look at it. Letting play move on. Vancouver right back on it. Martins was booked in the first half, and Brian White dropping in. He's been starved of service, the American striker. White, the only goal scorer for Vancouver. Actually set Vancouver on their way early against Colorado, but Colorado came roaring back. And it's Owusu who's bundled over from behind. Muscular run from the Ghanaian. So Colorado, or rather Vancouver, rewarded. Vanney appeals it with the 4th official, Alex Chilowitz, and it's Vancouver with an advantageous position on this free kick. A little shove from behind there from Owusu. Cabral has caught him from behind it. We've seen it all night long. Any nudge in the back, any hands on the upper part of the body being called by the referee this evening. And Owusu, to his credit, felt the contact, went down, and he's put himself and his teammates in a very good position. So standing over this free kick will be Ryan Raposo, the former Canada under-23, along with Vite, from about 25 yards out. Just to the left of the D. Right side for Jonathan Bond. It's the free kick, and what an effort it was. Tipped high of the bar. Repulso had it on target, but Bond able to tip it over the bar. Brilliant effort from young Ryan Repulso. Had the dip. Might have been too high, but Jonathan Bond not taking any chances. Second corner upcoming now for the hosts. Repulso will trot over to take it on that opposite side. He'll whip one in, came off his line. Defense clears, and Martins wraps his left foot around it, now to play, but it took a deflection, so it'll be another corner for Vancouver. Galaxy fans, the 2023 season ticket memberships are now available. Don't miss out on a moment of home action next season. The LA Galaxy are for LA, by LA. You can join now. Call 1-833-GALAXY. That's 1-877-342-5299, or visit lagalaxy.com/season tickets. The save in from Bond. The second chance, it's belted home, and it's Ryan Gauld off the corner kick, and the Galaxy concede off of the dead ball. Vancouver with the breakthrough, and in the driver's seat as Ryan Gauld grabs his 7th of the season. Lucky number 7. It's Vancouver 1, LA 0. Galaxy asleep at the wheel. First it was the free kick, and then the corner. The second of which put in sublimely. Won by, it appears, Blackman initially, who rose to it, hit it first time, and then on the ensuing ricochet, as Bond made the save, the clearance from Araujo falls to the Scot, who slots it home. No chance for Bond on the second. Bond makes the point-blank save on Blackman. So Ryan Gauld makes it 1-0, and now the Galaxy really up against it on the road. And we know the story when the opposition scores first. The Galaxy with one win in their 13 games in which they have allowed the first goal. That coincides with 10 losses and 2 draws. It's Vancouver on the front foot once again. The Galaxy really stretched. Kubas wide. Here's Martins that will pull it right back. And my oh my, this game has really changed. Simple tap in with Gauld. The Galaxy on the dead ball, unable to win that first header, and that's why it's so vital to win those balls. So under no shots on target, both teams have come out with more attacking menace, more intent. Vanny and company looking to claw back from a goal down once again. It's Vancouver though on it. Gauld, the goal scorer. Here's the Ecuadorian. Vite loses out now, and Kevin Cabral in full flight. Leaves it for Vasquez. Delgado has got Araujo, who works his way inside the Vancouver half. 15 minutes into half number 2. Vancouver up 1-0. Actually looking for this equalizer. Araujo strides forward. Good ball in for Chicharito, who made that sneaky, staggered run to the near post. Made contact, appeals for a defensive deflection, and his appeals are going to be met successfully by referee Fotis Pazakos. So corner number 7 arising. It's a clever, simple ball as Delgado plays it down the line for Araujo, who squares it. And it was Chicharito thwarted by Veselinovic. He last touched it out of play. So far side on the hour mark. And the Galaxy looking to do something they haven't done this season. It's score from a penalty kick. It hints perhaps of a handball, and that's the appeals on this Galaxy team. And whether or not Drew Fisher in the VAR booth will have a look, it doesn't appear that's the case. So the appeals fall upon the deaf ears of the referee. We play on. Araujo, Vasquez, flag is down, pulls it back, and out comes Hasal to claim. Pretty easy. Galaxy trying to draw it up and just open up those angles. Really nothing too menacing or dangerous developing out of their 7 corner kicks this evening. The only stat that matters, Vancouver 1, LA 0. Hey, Galaxy fans, the all-new 2022 City of Dreams kit is available now. This kit honors the clean, classic, and elegant white kits of the Galaxy's past with an LA twist. Get yours now at the LA Galaxy team store. Galaxy in the community kit tonight. Vancouver in the white. As we head into the final half an hour of match day 30 for LA, and Ricky Puig getting stuck into Vite, and in retaliation, the Ecuadorian is booked. Vite shown his 2nd yellow of the season. Youngster just caught there by Puig. Was quick to initiate the counterattack, but caught from behind. Perhaps one of the more underrated aspects of Ricky Puig is his durability, but his ability to get stuck in and win tackles and ride challenges. Stronger than his 153-pound diminutive frame would suggest. And now we're going to see a yellow card for Victor Vasquez. Vasquez, the first man caution for LA. So free kick. 4 bookings tonight in totality. Wide to the left-hand side now for Vancouver, looking to build something of consequence. Much better second half from the Caps. Reflected in their play, as well as the numbers. Haven't taken much out of that possession edge, and the Galaxy, with 67% of it, had 71% at halftime, but already with 4 shots on target here in the second half to the Galaxy's 1. Galaxy right back at it now, and Chicharito's gotten goal side, squares it, it's in. Here's Ricky Puig around 1, Ricky Puig around 2, leaves it for Brugman, Delgado, and it's Vasquez who sends one just wide. Good attempt, the chance just might have gone. Puig trying to wheel his way around. Great movement though from Chicharito to get goal side of his defender. Just got past to Blackman, pulls it back to Ricky Puig, and acres of space, and Puig opts to chest it down. Didn't take it first time. And eventually finds its way to Vasquez, who hits it with plenty of venom and pace, but well wide of the mark. So Ryan Raposo off, and Julian Gressel, who was acquired in July from DC United, comes on. It was Raposo's corner kick that led to the goal. So Gressel, the 28-year-old German, now making his 10th appearance with his new side. Wasn't too happy about the way the trade went down at DC. And we'll see a double switch now for Greg Vanney and the LA Galaxy. Dejan Joveljic and Sammy Brassier getting set to come on. So it will be Brassier on, Cabral off on the 65th. And Dejan Joveljic came on for the last 12 minutes. Against Nashville, will get a run out with 10 goals this season. Victor Vasquez coming off. So a different setup right now. The Galaxy with 2 strikers. Let's see how they acquit themselves. We saw the 2 striker setup for LA against Sporting Kansas City. Didn't quite come off as Greg Vanney envisioned. But when you need a goal, 2 players that have supplied nearly half of the Galaxy's total output this season now on the pitch here for the final 25 minutes. Puig on it. Possession all too short-lived now, and the Galaxy behind Julian Gressel, or rather Vancouver behind Gressel. Here's goal. The goal scorer unleashes one, but uncorks it well wide of goal. Man, they dubbed Scottish Messi 9 years ago, coming out of Scotland. Signed last July in 2021 from Farense, who was actually relegated from the Primeira Division in Portugal. Here's Chase Gasper has his pocket picked by Kubas. His way to Leonardo Wusu now, and goal will spray it out wide to the left-hand side where the Portuguese left fullback Luis Martins in. Vancouver in control and in the driver's seat as we hit the midpoint of half number 2. Galaxy able to win it back now behind Jovalic. The big Serb finally gets his first touch to it. And here's the switch to this near side, and Gralsier's header in support is Gasper. We'll see what Gralsier can provide as he takes up a role on this left-hand side. Here's Ricky Puig going to work centrally now, and Araujo joins in. Delgado whips the ball into the penalty area. Jake Nerwinski there. That's really not going to be suiting the strengths of this LA Galaxy team, but very much to the strength of Vancouver. They've been gobbling up everything in the air tonight. Nevertheless, the Galaxy have won corner number 8. Ricky Puig will come over to take it once again. And the Galaxy left to chase. This game came from a goal down against Nashville. And they do it again, that's the question. Gasper robbed the possession now, and here comes Pedro Vite. Big switch on the counterattack as Gold leads the front line. He has the overlap from Martins. The Portuguese puts in a sumptuous ball, far post, Vite. It's 2-0, and Vancouver lickety-split on a superbly orchestrated counterattack, have doubled up here in the second half. It's the Whitecaps 2, Los Angeles 0, as Vite grabs his first ever goal in Major League Soccer. Well worked. To the left, Gold had the run of Martins, who continues it, hits it first time. No one tracks White, first time touch. Flicked over for Vite, who continued his run to the far post, and nothing but an open net to tap it into. No chance for Jonathan Bond. The Galaxy asleep on the counterattack, asleep on the dead ball, and victimized for the second time in this match. And what was a bit of a molehill to climb has now become a mountain. The check is on, the goal will stand. And the Galaxy have really seen the tables turn. Vancouver have come out of the gates and taken it right to Los Angeles in this second half. Substitution coming in, it'll be Sebastian Berhalter taking the place of Martins. First, Seb, the son of the U.S. men's national team head coach Greg, a 21-year-old who was born in London, raised in the Columbus area. And Greg was playing for the Crew, and coming on for his 17th appearance. And changes in. Godinho on for Martins, rather. It will be Berhalter on for Owusu. My, oh my, how things change. Marcus Godinho, the Canadian, coming into a defensive role. Like for like, really, more of a defender by trade than his predecessor Martins, who was playing in that wing-back position. Really what was a 5 in the first half, you could say really is transformed into a 3. As Vancouver were able to get forward with frequency. Now we'll see what's in store for Los Angeles. 20 minutes to orchestrate a 2-goal comeback. Here's Araujo on the overlap, hits it, but it's a good take and goal from Hasal. Likely young keeper has really had an up and down season, a breakout campaign for Hasal last year. Sidelined with a broken finger in May. had a bout of COVID, had to sit out through the health and safety protocol. He's been in and out of the lineup, swapping roles with Cody Cropper. Cropper was the preferred choice on Saturday night, but so far so good. It's Vancouver looking for a rare clean sheet. Just 4 this season for them. 72nd minute, the Galaxy chasing this game. Galaxy still with 2 substitutes available. Or rather, 3 substitutes, my apologies. All the way back now for Derek Williams. Time is of the essence, and the Galaxy really feel like they might have let this one slip through their fingers unless something changes. Look at results elsewhere. Austin beating Real Salt Lake 3-0. Soccer fans, secure your 2023 partial plan deposits right now. Partial plan holders receive priority access for playoffs and a 10% discount at the team store. Call 1-877-3-GALAXY. That's 1-877-342-5299 or email ticketplans@lagalaxy.com today. 2-0, the score here at Galaxy Radio. Ricky Bouge now restoring possession. Can he lead them back? Galaxy's 6-game unbeaten run in jeopardy. Remember, they have the game in hand on Real Salt Lake. Some critical games coming up, including that what's now shaping up to really be a 6-pointer against RSL on October 1st. Before that, take on Colorado here on Saturday and away to San Jose on the 24th of September. That one at Stanford Stadium. 74th minute now, Greg Vanny really putting forth a nervous figure, chewing on his gum, eager anticipation on his feet. Galaxy's possession dwindling down to 55%. Vite is in, the most recent of goal scorers, pokes it past, Gressel gets to it, cleared away by Martin Cáceres. Rising first was Cubas, and Vancouver able to get it back. Here's Gold on the bit. Gold in, cross cut out and caught by Jonathan Bond. They're playing with confidence, and that's what goals will do for you, Vancouver. They're the better team right now. How can the Galaxy respond? An examination of their character. Early ball out of the back, easily cut out by Blackman. Wide to the left now for Godinho. And only 2 subs, seeing Joveljic and Grancier come on for Cabral and Vasquez, respectively. Remember, the Galaxy a little short-handed tonight, without Koulibaly and Raheem Edwards, who are back in LA through yellow card accumulation suspension. This is Derek Williams now with a quarter of an hour remaining on match day 30 for LA. Delgado with a good turn now, sets it into the path of Araujo. Araujo squares it, Chicharito! And a great chance that is skied high of the bar. Chicharito Hernandez with the goal at his mercy. Couldn't find the right touch. And the Galaxy captain knows it. Wonderful play. They stretch the defense, a simple ball across. And Chicha, who normally puts those away 9 times out of 10, uncharacteristically fails to test the goalkeeper. Second time he's gone high of the bar this evening. Here's Brugman. Galaxy relinquished possession in the Vancouver half. Jake Nerwinski only too happy to claim. Here's Gressel dropping into a deeper role as cover for his fullback. There's a fluid system right now. Vancouver not looking like a team that came in outside of the playoff positions. They just may have a little bit of hope with themselves. It's slim, but most minute of hope. Victory could see them move up to the 10th spot. With 3 games left, 6 points adrift of the playoffs. 7th place, Real Salt Lake, but here comes Dejan Joveljic in the Galaxy. Heavy ball from the Serb. Tracked down really well by Sami Grandcir into the attacking third. He'll need some support, he gets it. Here's Ricky Puig trying to bend one to the corner. And Puig off the mark, hasn't had his shooting boots on tonight. No Ricky magic. Set up well for him on the corner of the penalty area and the edge of the box, but trying to curl one into that top corner. And Ricky Puig, he wouldn't put it past him to do so. Already scored twice in 5 appearances coming into tonight. Here's Cáceres. Back at the other end, he'll opt for the safety of his keeper, Jonathan Bond. The Galaxy trying to reassess and alter their approach. In essence, going to 3 at the back right now with Gasper back there with Williams and Cáceres. Here is the Uruguayan, or his countryman, Brugman. The deep-lying distributor trying to thread the needle, but well seen to by Tristan Blackman, a former LAFC man. And it's played out wide to the left-hand side for Ryan Gauld. Squared for Vite. He's got the run of White. Here's Gressel, the German, popping up. Curls one, and only finding the head in time of Derek Williams. And a good, smart header back from Gasper to Jonathan Bond. Thought he hadn't made a save in the first half. He's made 3, and had been beaten twice in the second. Galaxy just really not sharp enough in front of goal. Only targeted shot coming from Ricky Puig, and that was really something in minute power. A little daisy cutter or worm burning, whatever you want to call it. Low roller straight into Thomas Asal, and that's really accounted for their only quality attempt on target. A couple of good looks for Chicharito just a moment ago, but to no avail. Galaxy trying to pass their way through Vancouver right now, and it's filtered out to this left-hand side for Sami Grandcir. And Grandcir switches it back over, and it's met once again by Ranko Veselinovic. So the Galaxy making 2 more switches right now, and it'll be Efrain Alvarez and Douglas Costa coming on. And it'll be Costa, interestingly, replacing Brugman. And Sasha Kleshchin coming on for Puig. So the Galaxy with 4 substitutions. Still 1 at their disposal. So Costa on, Brugman off, Kleshchin on, Puig off. 10 minutes to go plus added on time. 3 changes rather. Efrain Alvarez coming on. Chicharito is off. That's it. All 5 subs to use now. So Russell Tybert coming on. Set in the longest servant in Vancouver history. Checking in. Toussaint Ricketts coming on for Brian White. Ricketts had a goal against the Galaxy last month. Tybert on, Gold off. Gold off means it's signal that Vancouver are going to try and ride this one out. Headed for their first clean sheet in 13 games. Hard to believe it. Last one coming back on July 2nd, 1-0 over LAFC. Here's Sami Grandcir. Trying to switch it in, nicely read by Blackman, or rather Godinho. Comes flying in. Sebastian Berhalter leaves it on that left-hand side, and it's Julian Araujo just out-muscling Marcus Godinho to win it back, and it's a sloppy challenge in the center of the park. And it's going to be Sebastian Berhalter, who has been booked for this, coming on as a substitute. And it'll be Berhalter is suspended, and he'll be unavailable for the Saturday visit of the Seattle Sounders. His 5th yellow card of the season. This is, of course, the first of the 3-match homestand for Vancouver. And after that match against Seattle on Saturday night, we'll welcome Austin the 1st of October here to BC Place. With the Galaxy on the front foot now. Trying to claw their way back. Gasper in, out. And by Vancouver. It really repelled all the advances outside of the box with relative ease. Crossier able to win it back. Feisty doggedness. He's done well, the Frenchman. Plays it off the likes of Kubas, and he's won the corner kick, it appears. Or has he? What does it might have come off the defender here? Crossier just nips in, takes it off the feet of Gressel. Take a deflection off of Kuas. It's not what the Paraguayan indicated. It's going to be a goal kick now for Tomas Lazal. They're nearly home and dry, Vancouver. Time becoming a major factor for Los Angeles as Cáceres tries to sweep it away. It pings out. It'll be a throw-in for Los Angeles as they start to look ahead to the Saturday clash at home to the Colorado Rapids. 4 games remaining on the season after tonight. They may have thrown in the towel. That appears to be the case. So Puig still on, so some misleading information sent to us. And the television graphics. I'm gonna keep you apprised. Chicharito off, Alvarez on. Here's Ricky Puig. Plays it forward now for Dejan Joveljic, who hasn't had a sniff tonight. Comes out of play for a Vancouver throw-in, or rather goal kick. He can be here on Saturday, September 17th as the Galaxy gets set to take on those Colorado Rapids. All you have to do is visit lagalaxy.com/schedule to reserve your seats today. So Efrain Alvarez did come on. Douglas Costa replaced Brugman. So as I originally stated, just the 2 switches, not the 3, as was indicated. Sasha Kleshtin is not checked on for Ricky Puig. Still one available to Greg Vanney. They need to get their house in order pretty quickly. Here's Delgado as the Galaxy able to win it back. Puig closed down by 3 Vancouver defenders. They come out wide to this left-hand side, and it's Crossier couldn't control it with his first touch and out of play. It'll be a Galaxy throw-in right in front of the Vancouver bench. Puig and the Galaxy up against it. And Puig robbed the possession right from behind. And Gold, who was thought to have come off now, is right back into the mix of things. Sits up now nicely for Berhalter. He couldn't control it, and here comes Efrain Alvarez, and the Galaxy looking to break. Nicely broken up. Five minutes remaining in this one. Galaxy trying to pull off the miraculous. Goals in the second half from Vancouver and Ryan Gold. As well as Pedro Vite. Vancouver right on the front foot here to St. Ricketts. That's 3 games set and match on the breakaway. And to St. Ricketts, who loves scoring against the Galaxy, has done it again. And the Canadian puts it on ice, his 4th of the season. It's Vancouver 3, LA 0, and the Galaxy will go down to defeat. And a deserved 3 points tonight. Question on now, who's off? Final switch amidst the celebrations. My, oh my. A night to forget. Just caught flat-footed, simple ball over the top, and Ricketts gets in on Jonathan Bond, 1v1, and puts it home to St. Ricketts. 3 minutes from full time, and has put this one beyond reach, and the Galaxy will not get anything from this on a night when they could not afford to lose, and now the pressure mounts. Here's the first touch for Question. The Galaxy will operate on this right-hand side, but it may be a case of too little, too late. They've lacked imagination. Haven't been able to really conjure up any opportunities. Credit Vancouver's defending inside the box. They've cut out most of these crosses, extinguished a lot of the danger, and they do it once again. Blackman has been terrific. Played a role in the goal as well, the second one, and here's Efrain Alvarez trying to bend one. Wouldn't put it past Efra. And that big stoppage time winner last June in Salt Lake City in that 2-1 victory over Vancouver. Now LA starting to look at the cold reality of a 4-game run. Still not out of it by a long shot. There's still life in this team, still with a fighting chance. Francis, wide for Gasper. Floating out in this left-hand side was Efrain Alvarez. And everyone behind it now for Vancouver. Just packing the penalty box, and it may break once again for Ricketts. Here's Delgado for Gasper. It falls out of play. So a quick check on the table right now. We'll see Vancouver currently on 37 points. The Galaxy right back where they started at the beginning of this one. And perhaps the only reconciling factor is the fact that they won't lose any ground on Real Salt Lake, who were throttled by the same exact score line in Austin tonight. Gold playing it in. Here's Berhalter. He's got Ricketts, and the American squares it just behind Ricketts. Couldn't gather himself and sort his feet out. Not the best of deliveries from Seb Berhalter, but the Caps able to get it back. And here they come once again. Keep it here on Galaxy Radio. We'll recap this one, take a look elsewhere around the league, and plus examine what's ahead for Los Angeles. It's all coming up on the post-game show here on Galaxy Radio. The Galaxy's 6-game unbeaten run will come to a close. Experiencing defeat for the first time since August 6th, when they were shown 4 by Sporting Kansas City. Bond pressured. A little bit of a slight coming together inside the 6-yard box. 3 minutes will be added on. Bond, worse for wear. The Galaxy not looking all that comfortable on this artificial surface either. This is turf. Good movement from Godinho on that left-hand side. And Vancouver headed for their first win in 5 games. After losing 3. And a huge breakout for them. They conceded 8 goals and scored just once in the previous 3. Throw in a draw there, and it's 4 matches winless. They really needed this. Maybe a little too late for them, but still hope in British Columbia. The Galaxy need to focus. Delgado now for Sami Grandcir. Has the overlap of Gasper, but it's Grandcir who has his pocket picked once again, this time by the crafty Julian Gressel. So comfortable on that right-hand side and picks the perfect pass for Godinho on the left. Second minute of the 3 minutes allotted of stoppage time by referee Fotis Bazakos, but it really isn't going to matter right now. The Galaxy will welcome back Sega Koulibaly and Raheem Edwards, available for selection on Saturday night. And a chance for Greg Vanney to get one from one of his closest friends, Robin Fraser, who's in the thick of the playoff hunt, just 1 point back of LA. However, Colorado having played one more game. The Galaxy really can feel relieved that they do have that game in hand, but it's what you do with it. Here's Efrain Alvarez, 25 yards out, puts it on that left foot, slots it through for Jovalic. Needs some support on the edge of the box. Gasper now leaves it. Delgado tries to poke it through. Sami Grandcir wheeling his way around and will try and switch it to that far right-hand side. It's chased down by Douglas Costa, and he'll be supported by Cáceres, but Galaxy unable to get really any penetration here. Alvarez, wide for Gasper, final minute. Galaxy will head home after this one. Get a break tomorrow and train on Friday. Game on Saturday. Not much rest for the weary. Here's Delgado. Poor clearance from Vancouver. Can they capitalize? Sasha Kleshchin tried to bend one in, and it came off of Ranko Veselinovic. The Galaxy have earned yet another corner kick. It will be their 9th of the evening. They'll take it short once again. Douglas Costa thinks about it, puts it on that left and fires one in. Good save from Asal, and the best opportunity of the night held. Vancouver hold LA in check. 3 second-half goals. It was Ryan Gold on the 58th, Pedro Vite, and then getting one late on from Toussaint Ricketts on the 87th. And it was enough to show the Galaxy the door. The 6-game winning unbeaten streak is over. And the Galaxy right back where they started in the 8th position. The final tonight from BC Place, Vancouver 3, the Galaxy 0. Stay with us. The post-game show is next on Galaxy Radio.
In the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel has another reason for you to come in today. For a limited time only, Yamava is giving all new and inactive members a buy one, get one free buffet. Plus, new members can win up to $1,000 in free play for signing up a Club Serrano membership. You'll earn rewards from playing any of the 6,800 slots or table games. Experience SoCal's best buffet and resort. Yamava is your home to big wins and even bigger prizes. Go for a BOGO today. Details at yamava.com/new member. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome to the LA Galaxy postgame. This LA Galaxy match has been brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. By Herbalife Nutrition, nutrition for a better life. And by Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy. Order now at wingstop.com.
Now full-time at BC Place in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Vancouver 3, the LA Galaxy 0 as the Galaxy's 6-game unbeaten run comes to a close in a sound defeat and a second half marvel of a performance here from Vancouver, who got goals from Ryan Gold, Pedro Vite, and Toussaint Ricketts to put the Galaxy away and put their playoff hopes in further jeopardy. Time now to get to our save of the game, brought to you by Spectrum Mobile, the fastest growing mobile provider in the nation. Jonathan Bond didn't have to make one single save in the first half, but it's kind of a bittersweet moment for him. Had a great tip on the Ryan Raposo free kick early on in the second half, and then made a wonderful save at point-blank range on Tristan Blackman. However, the ensuing rebound finding its way out, and Ryan Gold able to belt it home, and that really set Vancouver on the way. But congratulations to Ryan Gold, who wins our save of the game, brought to you by Spectrum Mobile, the fastest growing mobile provider in the nation. The Galaxy really have some soul searching to do, in my estimation. They were outplayed, really couldn't generate the quality chances necessary to get those opportunities for Chicharito Hernandez. He had one chance that went begging in the first half on a header angled in by Victor Vasquez. And then with a limited opportunities, a team that only put one shot on target for the entire match. And Chicharito really blowing a good chance, making a late run into the penalty area on a lovely square ball from Julian Araujo, but the Mexican sending it well high. And that accounts for really the best of the opportunities here for Los Angeles, who were flat in attack, kind of toothless in my estimation. And now a team that has so much attacking firepower really has to look itself in the mirror, regroup, fly home, and get ready for a tough clash at home Saturday night against the Colorado Rapids, who are one place and 1 point behind them with the very same focus in the quest to make it to the playoffs. All right, we're gonna step aside one more time. When we return, we'll wrap up the post-game show and we'll take a look elsewhere in Major League Soccer. Full-time, Vancouver 3, Galaxy 0 here on Galaxy Radio.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel has another reason for you to come in today. For a limited time only, Yamava is giving all new and inactive members a buy one, get one free buffet. Plus, new members can win up to $1,000 in free play for signing up a Club Serrano membership. You'll earn rewards from playing any of the 6,800 slots or table games. Experience SoCal's best buffet and resort. Yamava is your home to big wins and even bigger prizes. Go for a BOGO today. Details at yamava.com/newmember. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
And welcome back. The postgame show rolls on right here on Galaxy Radio as the Galaxy ending up 3-0 losers tonight away to the Vancouver Whitecaps in the second and final meeting between these two, and further denting the Galaxy's hopes of cracking that top 7 and working their way into the playoffs. As a result, the Galaxy right back where they started, still 3 points adrift of Real Salt Lake. The bright side, Real Salt Lake also losing out tonight by 3-0 in Austin. So not a lot of damage done, but the Galaxy failing to make up some ground. Meanwhile, Vancouver, for them, of course, get their first win in 5 games, keep themselves mathematically alive, but it's a slim chance. They're in the 11th position on 37 points, 6 points off the pace with just 3 games remaining. Remember, the Galaxy with 4 games to play and a big one coming up against the Colorado Rapids on Saturday night, away to San Jose a week later, and then wrapping up the season at home to Real Salt Lake, which will be a huge 6-pointer. And the final day of the season, yes, once again, away to Houston. The Galaxy really lacking any incision in their passing game, resorting to half chances, just 2 shots on target. Statistically speaking, they won most of the ball tonight. In fact, had 68% of it. But Vancouver, after failing to really pressure the Galaxy, ask any questions in the first half, came to life in the second half, ending up with 6 shots on targets, putting all 3 past the Galaxy in that second period. And credit to them, doing so without making any halftime substitutions. That will bring us to our man of the match, presented by Herbalife Nutrition. Nutrition for a better life. And a bit of a dour note, but Ricky Puig, try as he might, he was the central figure all evening long. Didn't have his shooting boots on. An off night, almost trying to do too much. He was at the center of so many moves, had a speculative effort in the first half off the volley. Several opportunities presenting themselves, but the Galaxy just not clicking and not on the same page. And as I mentioned, really lacking any attacking incision tonight, something that I'm sure they're going to have to get a hold of. Not a lot of time to do so, but definitely a need for improvement. The order of the day, imperative right now, as the Galaxy gets set for that big clash on Saturday night against the Colorado Rapids. All right, that's going to do it for us. On behalf of all the good people associated with this fine club and the people in Carson, California, this is Christian Miles saying good night from BC Place. The final score, Vancouver 3, LA 0. We'll see you next time.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel has another reason for you to come in today. For a limited time only, Yamava is giving all new and inactive members a buy one, get one free buffet. Plus, new members can win up to $1,000 in free play for signing up a Club Serrano membership. You'll earn rewards from playing any of the 6,800 slots or table games. Experience SoCal's best buffet and resort. Yamava is your home to big wins and even bigger prizes. Go for a BOGO today. Details at yamava.com/new member. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.